Yo, 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 it's that time of day again. Time for pre-market PulseScan with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming at you live from PulseWaveTrading.com. We are back and ready to do what we got to do in these markets. All right, so as you know, the panic continues. They're continually talking about virus this, virus that. You guys know what I mean. Everything is just whatever it is at this point, and it's getting real crazy. And once again, I feel unprepared. I was right in the middle doing some stuff, and I looked at the time, and it's like, wow, it's time to go live. So I'm working on a little something based on the overwhelming response to yesterday's bone I threw at you. I'm working on something else right now. I'm not at liberty to discuss it because my peoples don't even know what I'm doing. I'm in the lab. Whenever I'm in the lab, I'm always cooking something up. You know that. Me being in the lab is great for you. And that's where I'm at. I'm in the lab. I'm working on some stuff. And we'll see. I know the response was overwhelming yesterday. So we'll keep it up and we'll see what's up. But if you guys are really serious, about breaking bread with me, making some money in these markets, learning how to do stuff, learning how to fish, then we can get down. We can do what we need to do. All right. So with that being said, I'm working on something. I'm cooking up something for y'all, and I think it's going to prove to be pretty dope. So I'm gonna work on that today. Lord willing, I'll have it done today, and then I can make the announcement. Let's just say, what if I told you I was working on a new product that could give you the 2-bar Charlie setups, the pre-market 2-bar Charlie setups? What if I told you I'm working on that for you? What if I told you that that is a special thing that I may make available in the morning? Now, it's not going to be for all markets. It's only for the futures markets. So like the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, and crude oil and gold and silver. All right. What if I told you that that's something I'm thinking about? Still don't know if I'm going to do it, but it's just something I was just working on, something I was testing. And I don't know. It's an offer I may make you. I don't know. We're going to see. I'll see. And I have to talk to my man Frank and see what's up. But it will not be posted. So I won't be going into depth on the show in the morning because you already have the information. I'll still go over the overnight markets, but as far as the 2BC setups, you already know them. And I'll just call them out as I'm going down. And I'll give some guidance on particular ones, if you will. All right. The reason why I was thinking about doing this is because there's some things that have come to light that are really starting to concern a lot of people, and it's starting to make my eyebrows raise as well. All right, we keep getting conflicting information regarding this coronavirus, and it's becoming a little unsettling. Every day that goes by, it's sounding like this is definitely some type of weaponized viral attack that has been unleashed on the populace. And it's starting to look like some type of a shadow government operation to cull the herd. Because remember, they've been talking about overpopulation on the planet. Overpopulation, this nonstop. And they've been saying it for a long time, a real long time. And then all of a sudden, this happens. Excuse me. This has never happened in my lifetime. All right, we've had viruses, but not a pandemic. And they're calling this a pandemic. And this pandemic, unlike all other pandemics, when you research them, you realize that this one seems to be alive and has a brain and can think and is doing things so sophisticatedly that it's impossible. Okay, it's impossible. So it leads me to believe that this is being unleashed, and it's not just a one-time thing. Let's just release the Kraken and see what happens. No, this thing seems like a coordinated effort between nation states, especially the G8 and the G20. And notice how it's ravishing Italy in a far different way than supposedly it did in China. There's also information that suggests that China was lying to us and all the information we got was fake, 100% fake. And I keep hearing these things coming out from medical professionals saying, now they're saying that the mortality rate is much higher on this and that it's been falsely reported on purpose. And they've been also relaxing some of the guidelines, like talking down safety measures. I even heard yesterday that you don't even have to wear a mask. You ain't got to worry about this and that. But then they contradict themselves and say, well, yeah, but you need to use social distancing. It's just not making sense. Then we're hearing now that it has an incubation period of up to a month. Really? And can live on surfaces for 2 weeks? It's like they want you to panic. It's like they're confusing you on purpose. Like they want you to panic. They want certain reactions out of the people. So in this regard, it's not a Chinese virus, like the president said. It may have originated coming out of China, like patient zero is located in China. But I don't think this is a Chinese virus, not really. Because look how it's affecting certain people groups and certain nations. It's affecting them differently. Italy is being ravaged right now. And we're hearing reports coming out of other areas too. Like they've been really giving out false information on purpose. And it seems like a coordinated effort. There's no other way to say it. It just sounds like a coordinated effort. And I think there's a massive agenda behind this. Like, really, really. So something just doesn't feel right now. And already they're attacking the market participants. I told you they were going to do this. They did it back in 9/11. They started running ads on television and radio. For those of you that remember, that was in the market at that time. They ran ads on TV and radio saying how unpatriotic it was to short the market during times of crises. And I'm like, well, isn't that what you basically set the commodities markets up for? They're there for catastrophic reasons. That's why you have liquidity being offered by the speculators. You need speculators in order to make your markets work, even your equity markets. Why did you create put options? Why did you create inverse ETFs then? See what I'm saying? It's like the double speak. And then they start changing words and changing meanings and definitions of words that we've understood for millennia. Now all of a sudden they mean something else. So down means up and up means down. Well, in the overnight markets, on the future overnight futures markets, they're limiting what you can do now. They're trying to make the overnight futures markets almost identical to the extended hours trading and pre-market trading of equities. All right. Now, in futures markets, you have carte blanche on your order types and how you do them 24 hours a day. You can do whatever you want. But now they're making it so that you can't even really put stops in. Not intelligent ones anyway. They've narrowed the overnight ranges so much. And what I mean by that is I don't mean the range in which the price can move and fluctuate. I mean it's the range in which you can put your orders in. So if the Russell's trading at 995 and you want to sell it at 995 and you want to put your stop, let's say at 1015, you're gonna get an error saying, nah, that's out of the range. You'd be like, what? Like they're forcing you to put maybe a 4 or 5 point stop in and that's it, knowing that you have 100% chance of getting stopped out. But then during the day session, you can put it as wide as you need to. But in the night session, nah. So something nefarious about that. They've never done that before. I repeat, in the futures markets, they have never done that before. All right, this is something new. They're starting to attack the short sellers. They let the short sellers come out and play in the sun for a little bit. Now they want to rein them in and say, okay, that's enough. All right, we got plans for you in this market, and you're in the way of our plan, so we're gonna have to shut you down. That's what they're doing. And there was even talk about eliminating short selling altogether for the time being until the markets regain their footing. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All right. So I really think that we're being lied to regarding everything we know or think we know about this virus. I think it is weaponized. I think they're culling the herd. I think they're making their agenda happen now. At first, they wanted to brainwash the minds of the citizens to kind of make it a self-fulfilling prophecy, but it's not moving fast enough for them. So now they feel they have to help things along by culling the herd. And it's sad that their dogma has survived this long unchecked, like for real, unchecked. That's the scary part. Unchecked. Knowing good and well that we do not have overpopulation on the planet. We have a lot of undeveloped land on the planet, and it's not the people's fault that the urban planners have decided to squish everybody together into the big cities. That's their doing. That's not our doing. We didn't make that happen. There was no vote saying, let's vote on what we do. And then we all voted for that to happen. No, we did not. We did not vote for this. This is not on us. This is on the central planners. This is just proof that their central planning has failed. All right. Their plan to try to manipulate and control society into a nanny state, into a police state, has failed. So now they see the need to do these extreme measures. And they know that it's not going to blow back on them because they've already programmed the human brain to reject anything that goes against the narrative. So this is what we are. They're in desperation right now. All right. This is really messed up, what we're seeing right now. And the next phase, the next leg is total shutdown and putting boots on the ground in every neighborhood. That's what they want to do. That's where they're going right now. They want to just put everybody under martial law and state quarantine where you're just basically locked in your house. It's not feeling good at all. It don't feel right at all. It don't feel right. But this is where we are. All right. I've rambled on enough. So let's get into the overnight markets right quick. And we'll talk about the news that's affecting the markets. All right, so right now the Dow is down 230 points at 19,626. NASDAQ's down 14 3/4 at 71.90 3/4. M&E S&P down 28 points at 2373 3/4. Russell down 10.7 at 992.80. Bitcoin futures composite index is up $565 at 5,905. Nat gas up 2 cents at 162. Crude oil futures is up $2.17 a barrel at 23 even. The long bond is up 4 full points and 4/30 seconds at 172 and 3/30 seconds. Gold is up 40 cents at $1,478.10. Silver right now is up 23 cents at $12.01. The US dollar index is on fire. It's up 62 cents, trading at 101.78 after hitting 102.37 in the overnight. Looking at the forex, euro yen is up 40 pips at 118.37. The euro is down 75 pips at 108.52. Pound sterling is up 16 pips at 116.20. And the Aussie is up 15 pips at 57.95. So basically, we're having a quiet session at the moment for the most part in the forex markets. Your beans are up 14 1/4 at 839 3/4, and corn is up 5 3/4 points at 341. So we definitely have some action in corn and soybeans. And looking at your COVID-19 stocks, Clorox right now looks like it's being called up about 4 points. Colgate looks to be pretty much flat right now. MTA looks to be flat. Zynga looks to be called down about a nickel. INO right now is looking to be called down about maybe 30 cents. APT right now is looking to be called up maybe 35 cents. And that's pretty much it for now. All right, so that's your overnight markets. Now let's get into some market news. All right, there's a race to the bottom. Stocks tumble, dollar soars as coronavirus fears overpower stimulus efforts. Despite heavy losses, we do not rule out the possibility of a deeper bear market, one analyst said. You think? The European Central Bank has launched a bazooka, $820 billion pandemic fund to aid markets. There are no limits. ECB President Christine Lagarde tweeted, "Extraordinary times require extraordinary action." Elon Musk says on Twitter that his factories will make ventilators if there is a shortage due to coronavirus. The Tesla and SpaceX boss tweeted that the plants make sophisticated components and ventilators are not difficult by comparison. Amazon confirms first case of coronavirus at a warehouse in the U.S. We are supporting the individual who is now in quarantine, a spokesperson for the e-commerce titan told The Atlantic, which reported the incident. China plans to ramp up spending to revive its economy and could cut its growth target. Excuse me, officials want to spur infrastructure investment with 2.8 trillion yuan and $394 billion of local government special bonds, Reuters reported. U.S. coronavirus bailout requests top $1 trillion. The National Restaurant Association wants $455 billion in industry support, while hotel and travel executives discussed the $250 billion aid package with President Donald Trump this week. The only question I have when it comes to these industry bailouts is, where's the money coming from? That's my first question. My second question is, where's the money coming from? And then my third question is, where's the money coming from? Where's the money coming from? How did you pull that out of the sky? That's what I would like to know. Where is it coming from? Credit markets flash red as coronavirus hits corporate America. The premium investors demanded to hold riskier junk-rated credit rose to 904 basis points over safer Treasury securities on Wednesday, its highest level since 2011. Some big earnings out. Accenture and Next are two highlights. Key data is on the way. Initial jobless claims will closely be watched. That's already out. Came out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I have no idea what it was. All I know is the market seemed to like it because we're flirting at going positive today. Looking at a dead cat bounce today, folks. Straight on up. All right, what else we got? Some people believe that a global reset is coming. So I don't know. No matter what the doomsdayers say, the coronavirus is not the end of the world, but it might still have triggered the global economic reset we've long feared. It could. It could be used. It could be used for a multi-purpose of things. Lehman playbook continues. Fed unveils another bailout fund to avoid money market funds breaking the bug. The four-letter acronyms for bailout continue to play out exactly like during the Lehman crisis, as the Fed desperately tries to hold the backbone of the entire global financial markets together with a whack-a-mole buying program to avoid investors seeing behind the curtain of the whole Pokemon village. Wow. Spanish police are using drones to yell at those disobeying the quarantine. Wow, the nanny state is really ratcheting it up, aren't they? Spanish police are taking a page out of China's Orwellian playbook by using drones to patrol and yell at their civilians who are disobeying the COVID-19 quarantine. The country used a state of emergency on Friday, and on Saturday, the government ordered everyone in the country to stay home for all but the most crucial trips outdoors, according to Business Insider. Now, much like China did earlier this year, Spanish police are using drones to demand that citizens stay indoors without having to approach them and risk spreading the virus. So then there's nothing they can really do but act like your nanny and say, "Now, Rebecca, go back to your room, go back to bed, listen to your mother. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Stop doing this." Unbelievable. So basically, everyone's going to be put on house arrest and have to wear an ankle monitor. Is that where we're going now? Is that what we're doing? Video from the BBC shows police speaking into a radio and urging people walking through a Madrid park to go home. The message is then relayed into a drone utilizing a loudspeaker flying overhead, demanding Spain citizens quarantine themselves inside their homes. In Spain, all schools, restaurants, bars, sports venues, and cultural centers have been ordered closed, and social gatherings are also forbidden under declaration of a national emergency. Spain has been one of Europe's hardest hit countries after Italy, with a death total of 509 deaths and 11,000 cases of infections, according to Johns Hopkins map at the time of this report. Most of Spain's cases have been recorded in the Madrid region, according to the Spanish Health Ministry. All right, so now instead of a 2%, we're at a 5% mortality rate now. We won't hesitate to use all the measures we have at our disposal to look out for your safety and everyone's safety. How does a bullet keep people safe from a virus? The only thing that keeps a person safe from a pandemic is an inoculation, right? A cure, right? Not a bullet, not a police officer. All right. Again, you're seeing the boots of tyranny start to stick their heads up. Wow. Bank of England's Bailey to print unlimited money tells short sellers, just stop it. Stop shorting the market. Whatever. That's the opening bell. So here we are. Crude is getting a nice bounce up $2.25 a barrel at $23.05 a barrel after hitting $24.47 a barrel in the overnight market. So with that being said, it's looking like oil is trying to bounce, and we got a strengthening dollar, and we're off to the races, it looks like. So this is going to be interesting to see where we go from here. All right, so with that being said, that's pretty much it. We'll see where we go. Today could be a bounce day, and we'll take it from there. So if anything jumps off, I'll be back midday like I did yesterday, and we'll see what's going on. If not, I'll see the rest of you in the trading room. And remember, hit that like button and follow us if you're not already doing that. Click that bell icon so you can be kept abreast of what's going on and kept abreast of all of our information. And also, if you sign up for a free account at PulseWaveTrading.com, we do have some free giveaways for you. And we made it easier for you to break bread with us, starting as low as $69 a month. You can break bread with us and learn to see how we pimp these markets and see what we're going to be doing today. I am excited and looking forward to going shopping today, but I need to finish a few things. And once I do that, then I will be posting in the trading room what my shopping list looks like. All right. With that being said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.